And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Monday, 6 p.m. It must mean it's time for The Bonfire. Connie Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder, and all the way in sunny California is Big J. Oakerson.
It's 3 p.m. over here, baby, and I'm feeling good.
Oh, different worlds. Different worlds colliding.
Hey there, zoo visitors. It's me. I'm 3 hours in the past.
Welcome to Time Zoo.
Time? It's the morning time. Time Warp Zoo.
That's how frequent time travel is going to become in the future.
Soder, hurry quick. What was the 5 p.m. lottery number?
I can't tell you. It will distort everything.
Butterfly effect.
You must find my son. Tell him
Come with me if you want to live.
Tell him I've left the amulet under the floorboard of the living room.
God, that Terminator song's so emotional.
Yeah, you know, I told you that's my knock. Whenever I walk into a place, I do the... Yeah, it's better. It's better than the fucking hacky... That one.
I do shave and a haircut 2 bits. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that must be Big J. He already plays the 2 haircuts and the bits and the stuff.
I have been on a journey.
Yeah,
it
dude,
has been insane.
You've been, I just started counting on my hand. You've been in 4 cities in 5 days? Or am I wrong?
4 cities in 4 days. 6 planes.
6 planes. So many planes.
So many.
I'm going to start calling you the aviator,
planes.
dog. You're the aviator.
Yeah, I was at Rock on the Range last night.
How was that?
In Columbus, Ohio. Chili peppers were awesome. I guess Anthony Kiedis fixed his gut rot.
Why? Oh. Why?
Because he was gone. He missed some shows earlier this week.
Due to gut rot?
Something with his gut.
I get it.
He doesn't have the kind of stellar medical care like you getting your endoscopy today.
Yeah, I got an endoscopy today because I got gut rot. Actually, I have GERD, which is chronic acid reflux, because I suffer from Oregon Trail diseases. I'm going out to Montana to find gold.
What were some of those diseases in the Oregon Trail?
Dysentery, which is diarrhea.
Dysentery.
That's what you die. You die from diarrhea.
Yeah. Your wife just died from splinters.
Yeah, that's what it was. She had a headache, and then she died 2 hours later.
2 hours later, she was gone. Early onset dementia.
You're like, she was 19 years old. So I had to go in. I went to my gastroenterologist, and they were like, yeah, well, let's go get you an endoscopy done just to see how much. Because, I lived all of my 20s, I just lived like someone that was running from something. I just drank and smoked cigarettes, and I never ate well. And I think it just jacked up my stomach. So I go in for an endoscopy, and they put you completely under, which is awesome. By the way,
Oh, really? It knocked you out?
Oh, completely out. And the anesthesiologist was like this hot 38-year-old lady. So I was like,
tits banging in your face while you were getting put out?
No, she was like wife hot, where you're like, I saw her ring, and I was like, yeah, good for that guy. Like, you're like a smoking hot anesthesiologist. She can just put you out. If your parents-in-law come over, she can just knock you out up in the guest room and come to when it's over.
That's funny because, like, as you're going out, you just start saying like inappropriate things to her because you're just out of it. You're like, "Oh God, I want to motorboat your labia."
Yeah. Hey, while I'm out, feel free to flick it around. What?
I won't tell. Oh, hey, I'm just gonna pull out the head. You do whatever you want.
Well, because I had to lay on my side for the endoscopy. It'd be funny if I just shimmied my pants down just below my balls and my butt.
At the last second, as you're counting backwards from 10.
I go, I'm getting
10.
I'm getting sleepy, and I just do the little thing where I just wiggle out of my pants. Just go
9, 8, flop.
Yeah.
7,
seeing my
6.
Seeing my dreams, Angel.
Hey, sweetheart, before I pass out, I want you to know it gets a lot bigger than that.
I'm a grower, not a shower. So we
just keep in mind I'm a little bit nervous.
But what's so funny is they put that oxygen thing on me and started running in the anesthesia. I don't know what they're called. The medicine.
The anesthesia.
Anesthesia. That's a great. How is there not a stripper named Anesthesia?
I'm sure there is. Well, also because it would imply she puts you to sleep.
Yeah, well, that's good because she gets you all boned up and you come. Then you go to sleep.
I was going to say she just stays fully dressed the whole time and is not a very good dancer.
And bad at conversation. She's like,
She just holds the pole and ticks back and forth like a metronome until you pass out.
Or she just tells you other conversations she's had with people where you're like, I want to go to sleep right now. I'd rather go to sleep than listen to this.
I like getting sleep. Like, yeah, take it off, whore.
Coming to the stage, it's anesthesia. She's gonna talk your anesthesia. She actually had a great upbringing. Her father encouraged her to write poetry. She
only does this for the money.
She literally is a self-made woman. She's a feminist that thinks boners are aggressive. Keep it going for anesthesia.
Hey everyone. Anyway, so my mom's visiting. She just does shitty hack girl comedy. So my mom's visiting. That's always fun.
You guys know how that is. Looks like it's the couch for 4 days.
She brought my brothers, or should I say her cat.
Oh, and then she looks through her notebook for a minute.
So this happened.
So they put me under. They fucking completely put me under. And I did, the only time I've ever had an endoscopy done before, I got it done at Bellevue when I had no fucking insurance. This is like 2009.
Was that a psych ward?
Yeah.
Was it an involuntary endoscopy? They had you held down. You're like, no, don't bury me. I'm not dead.
We got to get in there and check for the bad thoughts.
What kind of medicine do you practice? What kind of old-timey medicine? He
has those old, sharp, crazy tools.
Dude, it's funny, man, because like when you're at Bellevue, so like Bellevue's a non-profit hospital in the United States, so you can go if you don't have insurance. This was before Obamacare or anything. You could go, and if you brought your pay stubs, they would put you on a program where it was like $20 for everything. Like, you just saw a doctor and you just gave $20. But you were there with, like, that waiting room, you saw some shit. Like, you saw, like, real people with, like, major medical problems just waiting
at Bellevue.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Because you're just, like, sitting there waiting there, and there's, like, a Peruvian guy with his eye leaking out of his head. And you're like, I've got tummy pains. And so you're like, you're just sitting.
That crazy thing where there's like his whole head's wrapped in gauze, and there's a knife sticking out of the gauze.
And he's like, oh, please, God, help me. And you're like, well, sometimes I eat flaming hot Cheetos at night, and then I wake up and my tummy hurts.
Meanwhile, guy's telling you, he goes, they say if they remove the knife, my brain will fall out.
I got to keep the knife in, or at least just the blade. So I would go to Bellevue to get like this, it's medical attention for poor people, and I had no money.
Yeah, you suggested I go there, and I was like, I don't want to see a bunch of weirdos.
Hey, dude, but I'll tell you this, because all it is it's like young doctors who are at like NYU medical school or whatever. It's kind of like their residency, and that's why it's so cheap. You can go do it. Why are you showing me a picture of an endoscopy, Jacob? I want to fight you, Jacob. He's just showing me a medical picture of an endoscopy that's freaking me out already.
Hey, here's what you had to go through. Hey, remember when that sweet angel was throat fucking you with that camera?
So the first time I do it, they give me local anesthesia. They don't put me completely under. So I'm kind of awake, and they're just jamming that camera down my throat. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like making that noise while they're doing it. I remember all this. I'm like, ugh.
Jacob, could you play aggressive deep throat sounds?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And the doctor had his hand on the back of your head the whole time.
But it's Bellevue, so it's just a fucking garden hose with duct tape around it over my mouth. He's just shoving it out there.
It's a GoPro on a silly straw.
Yeah. He's like, let's hope this gets the shot. This thing's got lodged in the couple guys we've tried this on. So
battery died on the way down, man. Got to pull it back out and start over.
You guys can keep a secret. That guy's going to have a GoPro in his stomach for a good 3 to 7 weeks. So we're doing it. What's funny is right before they give me the local anesthesia, I knew it was local anesthesia, so I thought I could just go home by myself. And this Jamaican nurse is like, she was like, you have to have
Can somebody pick you up? You can't be going to sleep without nobody picking you up.
And she was like screaming at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
You rascal rude boy. You got to have a chaperone to bring you.
Yeah, be a real bummerclut. You're not taking no one home. I'll be smucking you around.
Here come the old stepper, murderer.
You call my son Sean Paul, 79, saying, come get you now.
I got the right temperature to keep you keeping it warm.
So I couldn't find anybody. Vecchione was out on one of his vigilante missions.
Vecchione was out to an urban vigilante.
Yeah, and this is before they give me the local anesthesia. They have to have me call somebody. And I was at the cellar the night before, and Schumer was like, "Hey, if you need me to, I can I told her I was getting it done, and she's like, someone's gonna have to pick you up. And I was like, no, it's local anesthesia. She's like, someone's gonna have to pick you up. So I'm at the hospital, and I text Schumer. I'm like, hey, will you come and get me after this endoscopy? And she's like, yeah, I'll come down to Bellevue. So I go under, they give me the local anesthesia, then they throat fuck me with the garden hose, which I remember. I just remember them just jamming it in and my whole body moving. Because it's like, you know when you watch surgery videos and they're just so rough with the people?
I do. But I picture you're having the visual shot of remember when RoboCop kept when they were first making him, that he's kept sort of waking up?
Yeah, that's exactly what
it's like. You just see another guy jamming a straw down your throat, and then you pass out again, then you wake up and it's people going oh, this looks bad. And you pass back out again.
Oh my God, what's happening to him? And then I come back and
I've never seen this kind of reaction before.
Oh my God, I don't know if he's going to pull through. So then I kind of come to at Bellevue. Because I wasn't really never completely out, but I was kind of out. And I come to, and I remember that my clothes and my backpack are under the hospital bed. So I just rip out the wires. I just rip everything out of me.
Jesus.
And
did you have an IV?
No, they took the IV out. So when I kind of came to, there was the cotton thing on my arm, but everything else was just the thing on my finger, the monitor on my finger, and the little things on my shoulder and chest. So I just tore them off me and got completely dressed and walked out with my backpack. And I'm walking.
I'm sorry I made you explain that, because in everyone's eyes, myself included, I thought you were saying you had to pull that big tube that goes into your stomach.
Oh, no. I woke up.
I'm out of here. You can't keep me in here. I gotta go find some junk. I'm itching.
They're like, this guy will not stay down. He has a camera in his stomach right now, and he's fighting it. I fought, but I got dressed, and I started walking around the hospital, and my phone's blowing up, and it's Schumer. And I pick up, and she's like, hey, where the fuck are you? I was like, I'm in the hallway. She's like, yeah, they're freaking out. You just walked out of the room. So they didn't even know I was gone. They just went
great.
They just went to my hospital bed, and I was just fucking out.
Sir, please, sir. You're like, I'm an adult.
Yeah, I'll fight all of you. You saw the insides. You saw my tummy insides.
You saw my guts. You know what I'm made of. Who wants a piece?
You know I'm all guts. I'll fight all of you. And then but this morning when I went, I was completely gone, and that sweet, sweet angel put me under. And then I came to, and this is just, you can tell I'm an alcoholic, because I came to and I was like, that was fun. And she was like, what? I woke up and I go, these drugs are awesome. And the lady was like, yeah, I guess. And it was like, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, sweetheart.
You mind buying me another one? She's like, excuse me? I want another round. Put me under for 2 hours.
Cupcake, if I was 3 years younger, the things I'd do. It's not even a long stretch of time.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, let me tell you something. If I was 3 years younger, the things I'd do to you.
If this was 2010, you'd have to tear this right out of my arm, because I'd be jumping at you. Yeah, they, so that's what it was. So my endoscopy was it was way easier this time and just way better drugs. That's what insurance gives you.
That's great. The only thing, I haven't had anesthesia, but I got the,
You've never been put out?
Yeah, when I was younger, I had my tonsils out. I don't remember that at all, but I remember picking root beer like an idiot for the flavor.
Okay.
And just passing out and waking up.
That's such scared. That's such a. I love that you woke up.
What a kid's decision. So hold on. Root beer?
Yeah, two things. Number one,
I like to taste root beer when I smell root beer for a while.
I love that they have.
It might as well be Jaeger.
Yeah, they have flavor fucking narcotics. They're like, would you like the roof? Have you seen the video of Jacob? Type in Google "little kid Dubai was lit." Type in this video. Jay, you should type it in on your end on YouTube.
There's no end over here. Whatchamacallit, dude, but when I went to the dentist not too long ago, when they were taking out my wisdom teeth, they gave me all the Novocaine. But then he goes, you want the gas? And I'm like, hell yeah. I said, I never did the gas before, but he set he was great. It's my manager's brother. It's his whole family, Kimowitz.
Yeah.
It's his whole family are dentists.
Oh, that's how, do they take 10% of your dentist bill?
They are. No, but they're awesome. Like, his family is awesome, and they're great dentists. But, he has the mood so steady, they started giving me the gas, and I was getting, trippy, and then he turns on, he has Spotify on his thing, and so all I remember is just sitting there getting my, it's again a violent movement of jerking. He almost has his foot on your forehead while he's trying to rip your wisdom teeth out, and all I hear in the background is the lunatic is on the grass.
Yeah. Oh, the soft rock.
The lunatic. No, he's putting on trippy. So it's the Doors.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. This is playing, and I'm just I have a blank stare while my head's just being jerked around violently by pliers. And I'm like, oh man, he good song. And he's like, you can't talk. Don't talk.
Please don't talk. Just feel it. Just feel it deep down in you. You just hear fucking metal on bone, and you're like, ah.
Hey Doc, would you say I'm comfortably numb?
Hey, what's crazy about this is it doesn't taste like root beer. It just tastes like my whole face is fucked up.
Take them all out while you're in there. I'll start over.
I'm going to start talking like Justin. Just whenever I do it, take them all out so I can have that sweet whistle talk.
Are you feeling it at all? You hurting?
Dude, here's what I did. I got home and smoked a joint and watched Game of Thrones. It was awesome.
That cures whatever ails you.
Dude, so type in, Jay, we're going to play it on our end, but type in Dubai is lit. It's this little kid coming out of surgery, and he's just super fucked up on anesthesia. And he just...
Oh, I've seen it before. Dude, whenever there's a lot of videos of people...
There's the little kid from the dentist who's like, is this going to last forever? Which is
dentist kid's weird. Have you seen the new one where the girl comes out of some kind of dental surgery and she's all groggy and weird, and her brothers drive her home, and her brothers made a CD they put in the car
no way.
of a news report saying people that need to get out of town and get quarantined because a zombie apocalypse has happened, and she's like, a fucking zombie apocalypse.
Hold on, we're gonna find that video. But Jay, here's the Dubai is lit, because I love that this kid just becomes like a 70-year-old black guy when he comes out of surgery.
It was cray. Why you tell me Slay?
Because there's sick people here. You have to be quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why are you talking like this with this weird accent?
Why?
Because Dubai people were all up in my grill, and my boy Rocco got out and knocked them out cold, man.
Who's Rocco?
Rocco, my boy,
He looks like Alfred E. Newman, and the fact that he's talking like this is he's a ginger kid, and he's like, Dubai was lit. I love that it makes me believe that he has his...
Everything he ever wanted to be came out in that thing.
That's who his inner soul is. Oh, you conjured my past life. You gave me so much anesthesia. I went back to the black man that was murdered in 1982, and then I was born.
And he's from Dubai?
I don't know. Wait, here it is.
Dubai.
Over in Dubai?
Rocco was like, yo, bro. And I was like, yo, Rocco, go sock him. And Rocco was like, and I was like, yo, Rocco, you get that ass now.
Did you take the camel in the Camaro too?
Oh, the camel? Me and my camel on the weekend, we were going around and around and around, and we were killing people, man.
All right.
Jesus.
Sorry.
That got dark quick.
Why are you talking in this?
Don't tell my lawyer we kill people, man.
Dude, this kid's like 13 and he knows about legal representation.
Dude, I love him. Yeah. I love this. I'm going to adopt this kid.
You know what? I'm going to adopt him and drug him every day. So he's this guy. I don't want this regular.
Just keep him awesome.
Yeah,
you guys want to come over and see my freaky ginger?
I keep him tied to the bed and just all jacked up on fucking drugs.
I keep him in a trunk till people come over. They get him all whacked out.
He's like
free.
He's like my gimp, but I don't fuck him. I just drug him up like one of those chimps. That
you know what it reminds me of? Do we have to see Jacob? Can you pull up? I
want to see that girl with the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, but bring up the. It reminds me. Remember the scene in Weird Science when?
Yes.
Remember that when he was like, so I was in love with this little 8th grade bitch. She's like, crazy in love. He's like, crazy, insane. Man, I was nuts for the woman. You know what I'm talking about, Lou? You've seen it, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's Anthony Michael Hall, right?
Yeah, he was great.
Oh, Jacob's playing advertisements that aren't ours, Jacob! If we don't get the money, you don't get the money!
Tribulations yeah. Guy and, my folks, they really dump on me. They really do. I say, you guys get along with your parents?
That movie's so good.
It is so good.
I guess you guys moved out by now.
And I'll say this, and I don't give a fuck. I like the TV show. S my D.
Don't say that.
It's pure. You believe
that? Christine said she only liked the TV show. She didn't know it was a movie.
I wish you were here because then you could back me up when I say that William Stevenson apparently in Weird Science.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it looks like a mix of William Stevenson and Wendell Pierce.
Man.
Here it is.
Last year, I was insane for this crazy little 8th grade bitch.
Crazy? Insane? Insane? Crazy?
I was nuts for the woman, man. Now, you gotta believe me. I'm serious. I'm telling the truth here. I'm speaking to you. I mean, I was nuts for the girl. And what did it to me was these big titties she had. For a 13-year-old girl, man. She wouldn't have had to worry about no titties for the rest of her life, boy. You know, she was set and she was looking good, son.
That's the truth, baby.
I called every night for like a month. I mean, I'm talking devotion, man.
Every damn night?
Every night, Mitch. I ain't playing with you.
On the telephone?
Man, what the boy talking about?
The boy talking about on the telephone, man.
Explain it to him.
Goddamn, we know there's a telephone, boy. What the hell thing I doing?
But he hung up on her.
Oh, you didn't hang up on her. The chick with those big titties?
Man, you know, now she's a Kappa. You know what the bitch did to me?
That's who that kid is. That's who that ginger kid is. He becomes Anthony Michael Hall from Weird Science. Him and his boy Rongo.
Did you find the zombie? The zombie thing is like, it's a little long, so you have to kind of skim through it, but the girl's just trying to rationalize in her head. She's like, with all that shit in her mouth, she's like, a fucking zombie, a fucking...
Well, that's the whole thing. You said when you got put out, you woke up scared, right?
When I was a little kid, though, yeah.
It's so weird. I came out so happy. I woke up and I was like, "Hey, everybody!" Like it was like the end of, It's a Wonderful Life. Well, everyone's here. You got the Jamaican nurse, and you're like, "Oh, and look!
It was all a dream. Oh, it was all a dream. Thank God.
It was a terrible thing. I had GERD, and I couldn't eat spicy food late at night. You were there, and you were there too."
What a gross sounding affliction to have. I'm pretty sure I have it too, man. I really get if I have like. Even any kind of like salami or some kind of like at nighttime.
Oh yeah.
Like it feels like you're like semi burping fire
all day, every day. I've woken up with stomach acid in my throat, and it is terrifying.
Yeah, no, me too, dude. I probably have it. You're much more responsible about doctors.
Oh, well,
I just got insurance though, but I got insurance about a month ago though, and I'm 38.
You know what's funny though is I'm a raging hypochondriac to the point that going to the doctor is the way it's like going to the strip club for most guys. Like when they were like tending to me today, I was like, this is awesome. Like that's my version of being the guy in the strip club who brings flowers for the stripper thinking he's in a relationship. That's my version of it. When I go to and I'm like, you guys are touching me. You really care.
I told him, I was like, can you guys put a camera down my throat and up my butt and have a meet in the middle and tell me what's wrong with me? And they go, we could probably just do an MRI.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, like, I'm a big cave diving guy, so if you could do both of those things.
You know what? Can we do an MRI? I'm a 3-input man, so if we can do the MRI and I'll chug some and take some in the shitter.
You wink at the doctor, you go, well, lucky for you, I'm a dirty girl. I like it 3 ways, huh? So why don't we do all... we found Zombie Girl out of it.
Oh, this is great.
Okay. Oh, so this is the fake CD they're playing.
Disease Control in Washington, D.C. has issued a viral outbreak warning. State and local officials have reported cases of high fever, nausea, death, and even cannibalism. Stay in place until further notice.
She's kind of like looking at it, freaked out. She's got that drugged face.
Oh, yeah, she's zonked.
When you're driving like a slug, you get to the house.
Hold on, mom's calling.
Hey,
oh wait, pause it for a second.
Alert. Yes.
You need to get home right now.
Pause it for 1 second.
She's just got her mouth slack-jawed. Like,
yeah, I just want to prep you because it's a little hard to hear, but I want to prep you for what happens. That's so great. In her thing, they actually say they can't take both pets, the dog and the cat, so she has to pick one.
Oh, that's great.
And she's like, I think she's like, I forget if it's the dog or the cat, but she's like, the other one sucks. Like, she's afraid to let one die.
So they got the mom in on it, too, because the mom's calling in on the cell phone.
Yeah.
Emergency broadcast system. There's some sort of a weird virus outbreak.
They're saying it's a weird virus outbreak.
Okay, I'm pulling the driveway right now.
We're not the U.S. Marines. Why can't we start going now?
Okay, there's Barrett. He's got the Jeep. Don't move.
Oh, so they're going through with this. This isn't just a fucking car ride. They're like making this girl live this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to put a garden hoe isn't what we want. We have guns. Why are you putting garden equipment
All right, I'll go get the guns.
in the car?
She's yelling at him to go get the guns?
Yeah.
Okay, look. This is how you use it. Safety's right here. Pull this. Try. I need you to see you do it, okay? You gotta hold it up. If anything comes, hold the weapon. Hold it up.
What are they making her? They're making her hold things and training. I mean, she's like super fucked up on drugs.
Well, it's when they leave her alone.
You for me. Give me a knife.
A knife.
Listen, we can only take one pet. Which pet? The cat or the dog?
The cat, you idiot! No!
What do we do with the dog?
He's the worst. He's already dying. Just leave him.
You know what's funny? You know what'd be funny is if you came home one day and this was just on and it was just you and the dog in the house and you're like, hey, so I said some stuff I'm really regretting right now.
Hey, champ, you know I'm just messing around.
Someone left a you-poo here. Oh, well, turns out they were just joshing me, so I'll see you later. I don't come out. It's weird that I didn't come out of it like fucking super zonked. But I get.
Yeah, I don't remember. I said I was literally 7 years old when I got my tonsils out, so I don't remember. I just remember coming out and like crying because I was like a kid. But like,
yeah, you're scared.
I don't remember how groggy or like not in tune with the world I was. I'll tell you, it's kind of funny we're talking about this because what I had was I just did 3 insane days of travel.
Yeah,
we said all those cities and all those things. I believe it's called a waking dream.
So what is that? What the hell happened?
It was the 3rd day of travel, 2nd city, 72 hours on, without exaggerating, 3 hours of sleep. And I'm laying in bed. I was like, you know what? All right, I only had about an hour and a half before I'd leave for the airport again, but I was like, I should probably try to get a little bit of sleep. And I'm laying down with my head like it propped up in my hand watching TV. Or not watching, like watching Netflix or on my computer. I'm just laying in bed.
Yeah.
And I guess I started to nod off. And in my head, I'd convinced myself that Fanoia was coming in my room to try to scare me, like as a joke.
Okay.
And ooh, dream weaver. Yeah. And I wanted to tell him.
What if there was a different state between dreams and sleep?
I wanted to tell him that, like, get out of here. You can't scare me. I know you're in here. So I sort of sat up. And I physically couldn't open my eyes or say words. It was terrifying.
I just imagine you like John C. Reilly and Step Brothers, where you go, "The clown has no penis." Just
no, I couldn't say word. I wish I would have said something.
So wait,
like that.
you just sat up?
I wanted to say. I was trying to say, "Stop! I know it's you. I know you're in here." I mean, I remember all this like very distinctly. And I was trying to open my eyes, and I couldn't open my eye. Like I physically couldn't do it.
They call it hypnagogia.
Oh, there's no big-titted fucking wife nurse to handle that problem.
No way. It's the experience of a transitional state from wakefulness to sleep.
Dude, it was so fucking scary. And then when I finally like crowbarred my eyes open, I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
And then you realized like, you were above your own body.
Yeah. And that's when I realized I'd been dead for 10 minutes.
Oh my God, I'd stopped breathing.
It's all going to be in my autobiography, Dirt, the Motley Crue story.
It'd be great if Fenoya just drugged you and he gave you like a misery where he like put the fucking plank in between your legs. He's like, Jay, I'm getting real sick of opening for you.
Yeah, that'd be funny when I finally got my eyes open and I was like, what the hell am I doing? This is crazy. I just go back to sleep and you see Fenoya around the corner and just go, whew, that was close.
I thought he was out. I didn't see that one coming.
He's like, I gotta wait about 15 more minutes before this rape.
Yeah, that sedative didn't catch in, but he's gonna be my power bottom by the evening.
He's whisper yelling at a doctor friend that gave it to him. Yeah. You told me one tablet would be enough.
Cliff, it's Mike.
Son of a bitch almost woke up on me.
Yeah, well, I didn't guess his body weight precisely the way I should have. So I'm going to need more. I need you to mail it to me.
He must be very dense.
I'm telling you right now, I can't get it. We're leaving tomorrow. This guy travels nonstop. I can't pin him down. Just trying to get him one place so I can drug him up. He's going to be
yeah. Why don't I talk him into it the old-fashioned way? I know what you're saying. Who's got the time?
Cliff, I don't have that kind of time. I'm married and I'm a comedian. If I want him to be my fuck rhino, I have to have it happen now.
I'm juggling a lot right now, man.
Don't you understand we're on native land? There is no law.
There are no laws here.
We're at an Indian casino. Don't you understand that it's only the law of nature? Give into the earth what you take out. I'm going to come in him, then he's going to come in someone else, and so the cycle repeats itself. For I have heard great things of a giant brave in his room. For he enters the land of sleep, but never walks into that realm. Instead, he fears the bald-headed brave in his room, bringing the fear of a crow while he sleeps.
Hey, amigo. Just lay there. It's okay.
For you will see
I'm here to protect you, amigo.
The spirit of the white, bald vulture head. For he will come for our big, brave warrior. But he will fight. Through the lake of dreams, he will swim to the top and become the brave.
You're safe with me, friend.
Hey, friendo, let's get these pesky jeans off you.
That's a great Fenoya. Hey, pally, friend, amigo.
Why don't we take off this? Oh, let's get this heavy denim off, huh? It's stopping us from really being pals.
Those Tommy Johns look awfully itchy.
Oh, boy, they sure are tight. Let's let some air hit those legs, huh, palo?
Wow, huh? You're all man down there, pal.
You're going to feel some pressure.
Hey, chief guy, buddy. Hey, that looks nice. I wonder if it tastes nice, boss. Let me give it a lick.
That looks yummy. So this was while you were working the gig in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, the casino down there. It was nuts though. But I mean, I did Nashville. I did the Wild West Comedy Tour was awesome. We did a What's Your Fucking Deal there.
Did Artie come out for that?
No, no. Joe DeRose did audience microphone. Shampoo. Did you see the thing with the two little girls yet?
It's my favorite thing ever. And I'm sorry, it was like a crazy weekend. Like a bunch of people tweeted at me, and I'm glad you brought it up because Camper tweeted us a video of two of his daughters doing Joe DeRosa impressions.
It's so great. This little girl's going, shampoo! Shampoo!
And the other girl's laughing, and then she gets a couple out. And DeRosa and I did At Midnight last week, and he was like, dude, that video's awesome. And then he didn't even know the backstory. When he was on Bonfire, we never explained to him the one-word impression of Joe DeRosa.
That's really hilarious. We didn't even tell it to him?
No, it's just this running gag, and he has no fucking clue what was happening.
Shampoo!
Shampoo!
He did audience microphone. He did awesome. It was really great. It was a great show. Ralphie May was on. Mark Normand, Ahmed.
Great.
Tony Hinchcliffe. It was a stellar show. The whole night was great. It's a cool festival, man. Vince Vaughn watched the show for a bit.
Hey, that's awesome. And
in my mind, when I saw him go in, I was like, when I watched him walk into the comedy club, I was like, well, here it goes. Let me go solidify my spot in Old School Part 2. And then when the show was over, I was like, what do you think? And Justin, my agent, was like, oh, he left like a while ago.
Yeah. You always, it's always funny because you really, no matter, comedians are all pretty self-deprecating to the point that we kind of know that shit ain't going to happen. So even when it does, it's still awkward. But we do dream to the point, like we dream big of like, well, Vince Vaughn's going to see me do my crowd work. He's going to be like, why don't you just take take it easy because I'm going to shoot you to the top of Hollywood.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I mean, like, for someone, and by the way, I was with him last night I was actually in Nashville with him, and Rock on the Range is our good friend, of course, Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Who is just, I mean, out of this world hilarious comic. So I take nothing away from him at all, but when I say that he had that really cool...
Yeah.
He was just milling around the comedy clubs, doing what he can do, and then Jimmy Fallon just saw him one night and was like, this guy's awesome, and just, like, started taking care of him and getting him, like, his name out there. Great.
Which is fucking awesome, so it can happen.
It can happen, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's a really amazing... That was like a game changer for Nate.
But 98.9% of the time, they've left halfway through the club. It's kind of like the story I was telling you off air. I was in Madison at Comedy on State, easily one of the best comedy clubs in the country. And I was glad I was there when the special was premiering. But then Friday night, Chappelle was at the Orpheum Theater next door. And, Dave Chappelle's my favorite comedian of all time. Like growing up, he's like to me what Pryor is to a lot of people. Like I just grew up loving him.
I always thought you were a Bobcat Goldthwait guy.
You know what's weird? I was actually a Paula Poundstone guy till about 2011. And then I just realized shoulder pads aren't in anymore. So I'm going to go.
I was a Rudnut, the fan club of Rita Rudner.
Oh, fuck. Who was God damn it, Julie Tenuta. I was going to do a Julie Tenuta.
No, Judy Tenuta.
Judy Tenuta. Damn it. I was like, but I fucked up because I couldn't think of the name.
Suck on that pig.
So Chappelle's he's at the theater next door, and I'm like, I just wanted to go watch the show. And then the manager of the club tells me, Joe, who's fucking awesome, Joe goes, hey, dude, Chappelle was like hanging out at the club, and he said for you to come and hang out in the green room at the Orpheum in between your shows at Comedy on State on Friday night. Which is like, to me, again, it's like the same thing you thought with Vince Vaughn, where it's like,
here it goes. Getting ready to change my life.
But also, it's like, oh, my special's coming out this weekend. My comedy hero wants to hang out. Everything's coming up. Donkey-headed gringo.
Yeah,
and
Chappelle must have heard the special's coming out this week. Probably wants to chat.
He probably caught the Vulture article that Che did and I did, and he probably wants to talk comedy. And it's so funny because you start building it up to where I imagine myself walking over there. It's like, oh, it's Dan Soder. Oh, you're my favorite. Like in my head where it's going.
Oh, I haven't been able to tell you how much I idolize you.
Oh, man, check this shit out. I dug your dad up, and he's here to say a couple words to you. If your dead father wants to talk to you. Now, I got that kind of money from season 2 of Chappelle's Show. I invested it in reanimation, baby. I'm bringing back the dead. That's what I've been doing. That's what I was in Africa for. I was finding a witch doctor to bring me back dead people. And I found your dad. And he's sorry for leaving. and then so I just imagine that. And then in between shows, Anna, one of the owners of Comedy on State, walks me into the alley of the Orpheum, and we're like waiting outside the stage door. And she's like, I just got to check with the tour manager. They're going inside to make sure everything's cool. And his opener, Mo, was there, who's awesome. And we were talking to him briefly. And then the stage manager comes out. He goes, yeah, Dave says come and hang out after the next show. And you're just like standing in that alley, and you're like,
so funny, dude.
Okay.
I assume you did not. I assume you did not go back.
I did no. I didn't. Well, I did the show, and then Jason Hoffman and Ronnie, them, two of our amazing fans, drove down from Minneapolis. So we went and got dinner. Well, like we were going to go get dinner with them after the second show. I'm not going to blow off fans just to fucking be a fly on the wall for Chappelle not to talk to me.
Oh, so you can sit in a corner while he talks to other friends?
Yeah, but also that's just hilarious. I just imagine him being around the corner of the stage door going, is he outside? Oh, shit. Look at his face. Oh, he thinks he's going to meet me.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to introduce you wrong.
Yeah.
Or he's going to be like,
hey, everybody, this is Dave Soder. Hey, look, it's Dan Soder.
Yeah.
It's actually Soder.
My bad, man. I never really paid that much attention. Take your pants off. I bet everybody that you have a big pussy.
Why would you say that, Dave? Stop it.
I think your comedy is as funny as getting drilled in the head without anesthesia.
It's the word. I love that he said for you to come over, and then I was like, later.
Yeah.
And it's funny. In his mind, though, it's like he has no idea
how big it was,
like the weight that you put on him telling you to come over, and going over, and that's what I'm saying. But so he has no idea. Where in your mind, it's like this, like you said, you're already fantasizing about your blossoming friendship. And he's like, and that was one of the things he just said. And right away when he said it the first time, he regretted it. He's like, why not tell him to come over in between show? I don't want to see that dude.
I don't know this dude. His headshot's terrible. I don't know what his act is. This is going to be terrible. And then like,
how does Chappelle look, man? He's all
jacked.
He's beefy and weird looking lately.
He's jacked. I mean, dude, I watched his show. It's fucking hilarious.
Is
but
jacked the wrong word?
No, he's
almost like bloated in some weird way.
No. He's back to being, as George Takei would say, musculature.
Musculature.
Yeah, he's
musculature.
He's big.
No shit, huh?
Yeah, he's big. And then like it was great, like watching him in a theater. It's always funny when you watch someone in a theater just murdering, and then you go into a comedy club and you're like, it's the best comedy club in the country. Like the audiences are unbelievable, and their laughter doesn't get that high. So no matter how the show goes, you're like, I bombed, and they're like, you murdered, and you're like, I was watching Chappelle Next Door murder. That's murder.
Did he do that joke where he said something mildly amusing and then runs around the stage and smacks himself in the leg with the microphone?
Yep.
That's my favorite one.
Well, I enjoyed the show.
Y'all see that movie with that guy last week? That motherfucker crazy.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Oh, hey, y'all. Who here saw 12 Years a Slave? I was 13 years bored.
I like your Chappelle sounds like an old prospector.
Wee doggy! Y'all want to get go in them there hills? I'm telling you right now, there's a spine of silver running down one of them damn hills, and I'm going to find it, and all you are going to say that Big J was crazy. Hey, it's me, Dave Chappelle. Y'all want to get on that? Oh, here come the cavalry.
We got to take a quick break. You're across the country for me, but I feel like you're right here.
I'm always right there with you.
What music do you want to do? Because we can't talk about this off air.
Sure, we could have.
Okay. Do you want to do East Coast? Do you want to do East Coast, West Coast battle rap?
Yeah. Well, today we do East today. We do West on Wednesday.
All right, we'll do East Coast rap today.
You pick the East while you're there.
Yeah, and then you can pick the West, son. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
Hey, campers. Tuesday, May 31st, there's a huge comedy event coming to NBC. It's the premiere of Maya and Marty, starring Maya Rudolph and Martin Short. Maya and Marty are two of the funniest and most versatile performers around, and now they're teaming up for the next great comedy variety show. If you saw them on SNL 40 special, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Their moment together was one of the most hilarious moments of the show. You know that Maya Rudolph can imitate almost any female celebrity and sing like them too. And Martin Short's character is a comedy legend. Lawyer Nathan Thurm, Jackie Rogers Jr., and of course, Ed Grimley. My favorite's actually Three Amigos, Ned Niederlander. It's that kind of comedy gold they're bringing to NBC primetime. Maya and Marty is an hour of comedy sketches, musical numbers, and big celebrity guests. The show also features SNL star Kenan Thompson. You won't want to miss the premiere of Maya and Marty after the premiere of America's Got Talent with new judge Simon Cowell. Tuesday, May 31st, only on NBC.
This is Cheech Marin, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder. And I have a gift for you when the show's over, and it's kind of smokable.
Wu-Tang Clan coming back. Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Lou says that's protect your neck, Big J, but I don't think that's protect your neck.
Oh, that shit was dope, yo.
I'm working on my Chappelle.
It's still Prospector J to me.
Wee doggy, that's a good old Wu-Tang song.
Now, you just sound more toothless and more lack of Chappelle.
Wee! It's me, Dave Chappelle.
I'm in New York. Big J is in L.A. getting ready to tape Ari Shaffir's This Is Not Happening. New season coming soon.
That's news for down the road. The big news, buddy. And I'd like to know if you had an emotional moment at all.
Mm-hmm.
When it's official, dude. That's a big thing. I know I'm gearing up for mine and how emotional that's going to be. Your hour special just came out, man, and I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, buddy.
And I know everybody there is proud of you. And Jacob, true to form, is not going to let an event go by.
I just saw it. Yeah, Jacob, you're a good man.
Cookie cake.
Cookie cake. Oh man, I'm gonna text Mr. Cassine. What a fucking great, what a mensch.
And I gave them a 2-minute speech about no border, no frosting border.
Jacob put his foot down at the cookie place.
Minimal frosting.
So now there is definitely...
No stars, I said.
You know what's great about that? It's good to know that this Sally Field cookie cake's going to have cum in it because Jacob pissed off the employees.
Oh, hell yeah. They at least fucked the batter.
Oh, man. Jay, I want you to hear. It's past 6 o'clock, so it's okay to eat cookies now. But not where you are. Not in the land of the beautiful people like you are.
I can't.
Get some.
I can't do it.
Why? Oh, because you got television to make. Because you Hollywood.
I'm Hollywood now. I'm trying to stay off them carbohydrates.
Hollywood. Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to get off those carbohydrates.
It's a nice little 1-2 punch with May and June on Comedy Central with my Hour Special, Not Special, and then in June, yours live at Webster Hall coming out. So that's gonna be fucking bad.
And I know I texted you this weekend and everything, but I can't tell you how much I'm proud of you, dude. I think that's fucking, it's awesome. And and again, I was there at the taping. I'm going to watch it either tonight or tomorrow, officially, that I've stopped running like a maniac.
Yeah, now that you're settled down in one place for 3 days.
Yeah. I'm going to be me and Christine are staying at Michelle's house in separate rooms.
Oh, no! Why?
We're separate room in it.
But no, you can't say that on air because now it's going to change when I do the sleep number read.
Well, but we're not we're away from our sleep number.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Don't worry.
What happened?
If we ever go our separate ways, I'm taking the sleep number. The sleep number comes with me.
You should just saw it in half. Take your side, your soft ass side.
Take your stupid 40. I'll be over here living it up on my 75.
Sleeping like a barbarian, like a warrior, a man of the people on 70. What happened? Why are you mad at Christine? Why are you guys sleeping in different rooms? Because Michelle has a lovely home. Michelle is a wonderful host, and
she's a wonderful host. She is
cool basketball.
Wonderful.
Cool basketball court in her backyard.
You can dunk all over that thing. You can dunk on it.
Fucking jacket. I'm doing honey dips. Call me the Vince Carter of that backyard.
I just drop step hammers.
Yeah, I actually do the crusty white guy run, stop, jump, dunk, as opposed to all one motion cool black guy dunk.
You know what great info Michelle lays on me as soon as I get to her house today?
What?
She just walks in with a Mexican boy.
Oh, is that her new lover? Has she taken him as her lover?
She took a lover. She took a young Mexican lover. No, I mean a young boy, like 8.
Oh, okay.
9,
no, that's highly illegal.
10. It's hard to tell. They're always malnourished.
Hey.
And him and his brother, she's semi-fostering them on the weekends because they're citizens, but they're going to get sent back to Mexico.
What?
Something. The one kid has an abusive... This is in 5 minutes of me being in the front door. She starts crying. She goes, it's just such a terrible story, and the other son has a hole in his head because his father got mad and threw acid on his head.
Wait,
I'm like,
what?
Holy Christ!
That's a Viking crime. That's like how you punish people when you're like, fuck it. I love that this is going to be a Susan Sarandon movie in 10 years.
Well, the best part is Michelle's like, what's going on with you and Christine? Is it just like the thing where she said about the guy's dick being bigger than yours? And I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. And she goes, yeah, it is a big deal. Anyway, I'm taking care of acid head and fucking pneumonia Pablo over here.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. She's like, oh, it's a miscommunication between you and your girlfriend? Well, these little boys had to fight for their own lives in a dogfighting circle. What?
He goes, they were treated they lived their lives as pit bulls for the first 5 years of their life and lived in cages like veal.
Are you familiar with the story of the Jungle Book, now just adapted into a major film? Well, they're basically Mogwai. They were raised in the jungle by a talking bear. However, we don't believe it was bears. We believe their father just kept them drugged up until they saw talking bears.
They were brought here in the carcass of a donkey.
So anyways, they stay here every other weekend. Anyways, what's going on with you two? Lovers quarrel.
No, here's another great one. So Christine has her drunken doof thing.
Yeah.
Where she sings, where she writes a love song for some other guy's dick in front of me.
Yeah, she wrote a Hairway to Steven ode to some dude's piece.
A Hairway to Steven?
I meant to say
I don't know if we can let that go.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I blame it on cookie cake. Because I mean, hairway to Steven. A hairway to Steven.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that if I tried to do that. And she's buying a hairway to Steven. That's what that Mexican kid's got going on. He's got a hairway to Steven with that acid burn.
'Cause I'm buying a hairway to Steven.
And I got the hairway to Steven.
I was trying to eat cookie cake and be slick and talk and make a joke, and it just didn't fucking work.
Hey, y'all. Hairway. That's her hairway to Steven, or whatever you call it.
Or whatever. Anyways, is anybody going to eat all this cookie cake? So what happened? She wrote an ode to some other dude's dick.
Oh, it was a freestyle. It was actually a freestyle rap she wrote because it was all at the Dome.
She's like, let me drop these bars real quick. Hold on. Pull your pants down. Pull your pants down.
Yeah, show him, humiliate him right in front of the other guy.
Put your dick.
Look how little that is. Look how little that is. Oh, look at this big old monster here. I need 2 hands to hold this one over here. Gee, look at you.
Flicking it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you're mad at her, and this happened in D.C.
Well, look. The reality is frustrating. It was fine. Kind of got brushed under the carpet enough to just be like, whatever. You know, I definitely wasn't looking to fuck or anything or do anything like let's call it romantic or even slightly affectionate.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm like, I'm gone for the week. You know, she came to LA. You know, she's working on Ari Shafir's show.
Yeah.
And I was gone for the week. I wasn't with her for like 4 days. All good. She came into New York, or she came into LA. Her first day, she goes and hangs out with some fucking other blow pig that used to go fucking fuck dudes together.
I mean,
that's day one.
That is the most negative sentence I've ever heard of a description of a friend of your girlfriend's that I've never.
I don't know her. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, but you just set the bar at like just trash. Yeah, she meets up with some fuck pig skank whore slut bag. Anyways,
some gelatinous slob cum dump.
Yeah. Anyways, it turns out this girl was her sponsor and actually got her out of some dark times. But anyways, this fucking slow blow suck pig.
No. Quite the opposite. Literally got her blowing dudes for coke.
Okay. What's her? Oh man, what a.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna go. What's her name, dude?
Yeah.
Is she around?
So is she on Facebook or like is Christine friends with her? Can I find her?
So you know, get her number. So here's the thing. So I even said that I land in LA 8:40 in the morning this morning. I said before, I go, hey, if you don't want to run to the airport in the morning, whatever, it's fine. I'll just get an Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take a cab. No. I'm coming. I got 2 alarms set. I blah, blah. I'm going to bed early. So, and it's like, there's our moment. Remember the story of my dad having his one moment to fucking like nail it with his 6-year-old granddaughter?
Yeah.
And his first words to her were, you must be little Elizabeth?
Yes. Elizabeth. You must be a little Elizabeth.
This is actually funny build up to what happens too with this is because then she goes, no, I'm setting 2 alarms. She's getting plenty of sleep. She got home early last night, went to bed at a relatively reasonable time, I guess. And while I'm at the airport getting ready to come back, I bump into Tony Roberts, who you know I love, hilarious comedian.
Yes.
Tony Roberts, who I just love. And I show Tony Roberts to Christine a lot. And she's never met him before. He's been in L.A. since she's been in New York. And but she watches all of his sets and stuff with me. And, like, you know, we're both fans of his. And I'm buddies with him for a long time. Bumping him at the airport. He's on the same flight as me. He was at the Columbus Funny Bone when I was at Rock on the Range.
Okay.
We're coming back together. I go, oh, dude. I said, my girlfriend and me watch your shit all the time, man. I said, so good to see you. I go, when we land, he said he's going to get a rental car. I go, oh, dude, we'll drive you over to the rental car place. You can meet my chick, man. It's so cool. I'm even singing her praises. You know, there's no reason to tell him about this nightmare that's been the last weekend or so. I'm just like, hey, come meet my girlfriend. She's cool as shit. You know, blah, blah, blah. She'll be so excited to meet you. Man, I land 30 minutes of calling her and calling her and calling her. She's still asleep. Nothing. Fucking blew it. One chance to do it all right. Blew it.
Well, what happened?
Blew it huge.
But what happened?
What happened? I jumped in a cab. She jumped in the car to come to the airport.
Oh,
I just kept telling her,
that's the worst feeling in the world is when you fuck up and you're trying to make up for it and the person's already done an action that completely negates you trying to make up for it. So you getting in the cab while her...
Yeah, well, she was coming down.
I'm feeling that panic right now.
I got in the cab and I just kept texting her that I was at the airport.
Oh, you jerk.
So she drove to the airport and then she's like, where are you at? I go, I had to take an emergency shit. I'm going to be in here for a little bit, so just kind of chill outside.
Ah, you're a dick. You just made her way out there.
And then I told her to go to Starbucks and come back for me. And she went to Starbucks and came back to the airport. 45 minutes of this, I'm just sitting at Michelle's house on a lawn chair, smoking cigarettes.
You just turned into the villain.
I convinced her to park. I convinced her to park at the airport in the paid parking for a little bit to wait for me.
How? First and foremost, how the fuck are you still mad at her after you did that? Because that is even for her missing an alarm. That is more than evening the score.
Yeah, no, whatever. Just fuck her. Gives a shit.
So wait, it's still not you're still not over it? Are you still upset that she missed picking you up at the airport?
It's just too much at once, man. That's like, and she's back in. She's showing low value. Do you know what I did for her in the past week? After she told me that some dude had a nice donkey dick that she loved fucking in front of me, and a bunch of strangers and fans.
What did you do?
I paid for her. She had a middle seat going out to L.A., and I paid for her fucking first-class upgrade.
Ooh.
That's what I did.
And then
you know what she did? She forgot to get me from the airport and fucking wrote an acoustic piece about some other dude's cock in front of me and all my fucking friends and fans.
Yeah, but she wrote a sonnet about another dude's dick, but then you made her wait at the airport. A
sonnet's not long enough, dude. This was an opus.
Yeah, but then you made her wait around the airport, and now she's on a no-fly list because they think she's a terrorist for showing up and scouting the LAX airport and leaving.
Dude, if I could somehow get her name on a no-fly list, I would do it.
That's the weirdest form of abuse ever. It's just to get your partner on a bunch of no-fly lists.
Yeah. Have fun bussing around the country, dope.
Yeah, you're like John Madden. You can't take a fucking flight. You got to fear flying now.
Oh.
So are you still mad at her?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna start hashtag forgive Christine.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm taking her side. Maybe
you know what's great about the internet? For every person that goes, "Hey man, give her a break. She's not all that bad." There'll be someone who's like, "Yeah, fuck that fatso. It's gonna make her feel worse." So please start that hashtag.
I think positivity could win over negativity, and you guys can be back in love by Wednesday's episode.
Oh, I love her.
Okay,
I definitely love her.
Oh, thank God.
I just think she's an idiot, garbage, fucking piece of shit.
Okay. But also in that tone, that's love. That's an understanding. Sure. That's a love that two Mexican brothers that live with Michelle
I told you my thing for the thing is I'm freezing her out sexually for several months.
Because of the dong thing?
Yeah.
Really? That's going to cost her any of your... Yeah. Wait, how is that? Merkface doesn't understand it. What were you saying?
I don't understand how it's punishment. That's punishing yourself too, Jay.
Oh, please, dude. I could jerk off the guy. Dude, you know, how old are you, Merkface?
36.
You wear it. Wow, you wear it well.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, you really do. I thought you were in your 20s for sure, because I was going to say, come on. At my 38 years old, dude, I could just, as soon as I jerk off, I'm like, oh yeah, who needs to waste time doing anything else?
True.
Yeah. I like that you're like a sexual camel. You're like a sexual camel. You can just go.
I'm a big believer in cutting off my nose to spite my face, because fuck that nose.
You really are. It's amazing. It's almost like it's perfect, because it's a quality I don't have, and that's what makes us so powerful together as a duo, is you have the ability.
I tell you, my thing is always, like I said before, it's not like, I don't have like revenge is the wrong word. Maybe it's the right word for it. I don't know. I just have like...
Yeah, you're part Sicilian.
If you make me feel shitty about something, I just want you to feel way shittier for way longer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I think I'm a giver. Yeah. I'm a good person.
You would have been.
I'm a doer for people. So it's like I said before. It's that same thing when did I used to tell you the stories about my ex-girlfriend Cheryl, her mom, like her parents just hated me because I was older.
This was the one that was this is when you were with the girlfriend you were with the Christmas presents that promised you the PlayStation 2 and then you just
yeah. Her parents just hated me. Her mom hated me.
Okay.
And it's just because I was older than her, which and honestly in hindsight I kind of get. That said, when I would ever try to like make like amends with this lady and just try to reach out, like extend an olive branch and be like just not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really try to be like, hey, it's like, I'm sorry if, I always like, abided by their rules for her and all that shit. I never like got her like to do anything shitty to them. You know what I mean? I wasn't convincing her to be shitty to her parents at all or anything or like do anything bad, necessarily. But I would try to once in a while to speak to them and, it would be like a whole like, oh, hey, Mrs. Sleater, I really blah, blah. I just love your daughter, and I want her happy and I try to be a good, positive reinforcement on her and blah, 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 whatever. And then, and I'd be so nice with that. And it's kind of like a, fuck you, you fucking loser, like shit like that. And then that just makes the hostility so much more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to understand this situation now. It's like, financially, I'm taking care of a whole bunch of people, you know what I mean? In many ways. And, she came down to fucking DC on like my dime she wanted to hang out and see DC. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, I paid for her to go there to fucking sing some song about some other dude's cock in front of him and a bunch of my fans.
I love that you're making it sound like it really is like an old school. Gather round and let me sing you a story about a penis I once had in a previous day.
Dude, my opening...
big, it was rippling with veins. My boyfriend Jay's tiny penis was asleep in between his rather large thighs. This one was laying across his thigh. Listen to the story of the deep dicking I took.
As his own cockhead pierced his belly button.
They said it took the flight of a dragon. However, my boyfriend, little Piggly Wiggly Dick, was asleep in his own bed. And I knew this because I watched him dream. He was asleep.
While the other steed's navel was soggy with pre-cum.
I knew this was my one chance to get a rippling good fucking...
a good old-fashioned rogering.
Now, rogering. I say we start hashtag forgive Christine. She makes mistakes, but she loves you, Jay!
It's cool. Hashtag it up. Listen, every person who wants to hashtag forgive Christine, I want you to understand how I came into this situation starting in the DC weekend. The first words of conversation that I knew there was a problem was a room containing Christine, the guy that I know she fucked before she met me, whatever. I'm not making a big deal about that. I have no problem with that.
Did they greet each other as hello, lover?
I don't. I wasn't there for the greeting.
Good to see you again, love.
I walked in the room. He was there. I sent him in there though. I told him to go say hi because I said she was here.
And you knew that they had hooked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't weird.
But I'm a fucking adult. Who gives a shit?
All right.
It wasn't behind my back or anything.
Yeah, I would still be a little weird about it. I don't know. I'd probably make a joke.
Oh, dude, listen,
I would have to make a joke about it in front of both of them for it to be cool.
Yeah, but me and him have never talked about it before. Nor do we have to. It's not. If it makes sense, technically, it's not any of my business to get involved with him about that. That's nothing to do with me. It was before my time. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
Do I wish that wasn't the case? Of course, but I'm saying like you just try to be an adult and get whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, after this night, we saw him the next 2 nights also. By the way.
All right.
Circumstantially.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was just the damage was done. So tell me. So then you walk in the green.
So I walk in the green room where there's her, this guy, this girl who. Me and Christine were supposed to hook up with that night.
Ooh.
And 2 fans who are literally wearing Legion of Skanks t-shirts.
Okay.
The club manager.
Yeah.
And I think another a guy from CAA who was drunk and his friend who's a fan.
So there's probably like 12 people in the room.
8 maybe.
Okay.
I open the door to the green room. Christine goes, oh, great. Now 2 guys that raw dogged me are in the room together.
Hilarious.
And I was like, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then she starts going like, yeah, I used to try to tell Jay all the time that it wasn't even all that good, that it wasn't good. But you know what? It really was. It really was very good.
No. Are you, is this true? She was like,
100%, dude. I mean, verbatim, she goes, "It was really good." And and the worst part of the whole thing is that his dick is bigger than Jay's, and that's like the worst part of the whole thing. Like, and not one positive thing about me at all.
Jay's a very generous lover, but what he lacks in size, he makes up with in commitment.
And then went to bed that night, telling me that she wasn't drunk, and yelling at me that why won't I just talk to her. Because she's not drunk and she wants to talk.
Oh, because maybe you were doing one of your Abu Ghraib techniques where you put her in a fucking Japanese asylum where it's just a white room. You're like, you think in here, and all you see is white. And Christine's like, help me, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No,
that's what I should have done. I should have put her in like. I should have made a steam room out of the bathroom.
Yeah, you're like, you sitting here. She's just got mascara running.
I should have just steamed her out.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what's up with Jay, but whenever he gets into a fight with his girlfriend, he does old torture techniques. He does highly manipulative.
You ever see that movie Prisoners?
Yeah.
I just turned the shower into a scalding hot fucking thing.
And then you just lean against the plywood like he does. It's just like, ah! Ah! Well, maybe now you won't go talking about his pecker.
Oh, it's fucking so funny.
Well, I think you guys can. I think you'll get through this storm.
You think so?
Yeah, I believe.
Oh, here's the you want to hear a little insight into your old buddy Jay's life?
Absolutely, because this is now you're getting romance request, Dan. Hey, if you're out there. Hey, if you're out there.
Delilah. You're like Delilah.
Yeah, I'm the male Delilah. Hey, if you're out there and your girlfriend pisses you off, just do what my buddy Jay does and have her come to the airport and make her wait there for 45 minutes before you realize that you fucked off about an hour ago. Hey, it's Dan Soder. Welcome back to Spiteful Romance Requests.
If your girlfriend starts singing a song about two-handing some guy's hog in front of you while you're sitting there, this is the perfect song. Here, you want to hear a little insight into my life?
Sure.
Here?
Yeah.
On what's going on. Talking about getting it from all angles. So that's the Christine drama going on. And then, as always, what happens is I just get a picture sent to me from Carla that shows she's listening to the Bonfire. And I guess the write-up for what we're talking about says Jay and Christine. And I just get a text with that on the thing and Carla writing the word, really? So,
oh no!
I'm not even with Carl anymore. I have to answer to her, and shitty. It's really quite a little corner I've carved out for myself.
How did you have you worked it out?
What
have you worked out? Like what happened with Carla? Did you quiet that beef, or have you not gone through that one yet?
No, I mean she's who knows, dude. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on anywhere. No, I mean me and Carla are like, well, no, we're good. We're a good thing, but like she gets pretty wired up about like Christine stuff pretty regularly, and whatever. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
But I like that.
You know
what's your mental? Can we come up with a mental technique for Carla? Can we fake your own death? Obviously, we'll tell Isabella so it doesn't damage her. But
Isabella, Daddy's gonna fake his own death.
Hey, listen. Hey, Isabella. Here's the deal. Your mom kind of pissed me off, so here's how we're gonna get her back.
Honey, I'm gonna be. No, it's funny. Carla actually doesn't piss me off ever. She's just every 5 seconds I feel like she gets pissed off at me for something that I'm unaware of. That's but that's like something wrong.
I've done that. I mean, that's like most relationships where all of a sudden you just get a text where the girl's like, "Hey, can we talk?" And you're like, "It's about something I did that I don't want to talk about."
Well, no, it's kind of with the more situation is like I live with Christine.
Yeah,
she knows I'm with Christine. She has another baby with another guy. It's like the relationship in that form is done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have dinner together, all of us, like weekly pretty much. She sees Christine. Her and Christine get along great, which is fantastic. I do love that. I think that's an awesome thing. I enjoy both of their company. I enjoy both the company together. But I end up, it's like just that thing when you remind it, it's like, oh yes, like, me and you are getting divorced and Christine's my girlfriend. It's like, oh shit. She like almost reminds her, goes, oh shit, that's right. That is what's going on. Fuck this.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have to do that. Jacob's saying we got a break. Is there a problem, buddy? Or Oh, he's
like, Carlos outside banging on the doors. Is there a problem? We gotta go.
Jay, I'm just gonna say this real quick. Thank God you're in L.A. Because,
when we come back,
Carlos,
I want to talk to. When we come back, I want to talk to Elizabeth in St. Louis, who it's a girl's opinion says that I'm being petty about Christine and get over it. So we'll take.
And also, we're going to need to take a break because Carla is strapped to the gills in ammo, standing outside her studio. I think she's planning a Columbine-like sweep of the Sirius studios. So I should probably get out of it.
I have to think of a good impression for Carla. It should be something like very Hispanic because she's Hispanic. Like, let me in the doors, eh?
There it is. We're going to be right back. It's the Bonfire. We all know sleep's important. Want to know how to make your sleep great?
Yeah.
Come to a Sleep Number store. The only place you'll find the Sleep Number bed with Sleeping IQ technology. And right now, you can save $500 on their Memorial Day Special Edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. So you have the knowledge to adjust for your best sleep. My Sleep Number setting, 45. Big J's, 70.
A rock hard 70.
Because he's got that ice-cold conscience. Conscious? My Sleep IQ score last night was something. The Sleep Number bed lets me choose my ideal firmness and change it. And because it adjusts on each side, it's the perfect bed for couples like Jay and Christine when they work stuff out. When you add,
no, I just have a different number for each cheek.
When you add the optional Sleep IQ technology, it tracks your sleep so you know how to adjust for your best night's sleep. Whether it's adjusting my Sleep Number setting, cutting back on caffeine, or exercising more, you know it's working. Because the Sleep IQ inside the bed tells you. My Sleep Number setting, like I said, is 45. It's going up. Try to be more like Jay. Hurry in now and save $500 on a Memorial Day Special Edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. You'll only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting only at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure to tell them that Jay and Dan sent you.
Crackle, crackle.
Yes.
This is Rachel Feinstein, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder, son!
Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we major. You're all playing game and don't serve to be a player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19, but my mind is old.
You're like one of those kids. You're like one of those kids with his headphones on. Where you're like, hey, but the rest of us can't hear what you're rapping. It's Mobb Deep.
I hate when that happens when people walk by you.
Yeah, I know. Mobb Deep on East Coast Rap Monday on the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. I'm in New York, and Big J is in L.A., so all day I'm picking East Coast Rap, and of course I went with the Queensbridge Killers, Mobb Deep.
Oh, and think it through. Or the next rhyme I write might be about you, son, you shook. Scared to death, you scared to look, they shook.
What's the matter, dog? You in Paris? This guy's a gangster? His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. This guy don't know that. He's shook. There ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
I'd be the guy at the battle rap that goes, you know, he was just quoting Mobb Deep. Okay, anyways, hi.
I mean, that's not really reciting anything. We just
it's not original. Hi, I'm Dan. I'm actually his friend from 9 Mile. It's a little farther away. I'm doing okay.
What's that guy's name? MC Plagiarism.
Anyways, I think my dad's going to buy this building and turn it into a Starbucks or a Soul Cycle. So
I'm sorry. Is Carla mad at you? I hope she's not mad at you. There's no reason for her to be mad at anybody.
Carla's coming after me, but she knows she knows I'm on Team Carla. She knows I represent Team Carla.
You really do. You do jump on the pink team a lot, bro.
Yo, dude, I'm all pink, bro. We're all pink on the inside.
That should be your T-shirt. I'm Dan Soder, and we're all pink on the inside. I could even guess what she's mad at me.
I don't know. That's my new slogan. But you said you have a call. I don't have a call screen because I'm just too busy up on the internet. Andy, if you want to get into it, we can get into it. You want to go, bro? I know you don't. You're not good at. I know you're not proficient at hand-to-hand combat.
Well, I don't want to stifle anybody's opinion. I don't want to stifle anybody's opinion. We have Elizabeth in St. Louis.
Elizabeth,
says I'm being petty.
Knows, yeah, you want to talk about being petty? Yeah,
she wants to give me tough love.
You're a very small part of macho madness.
I assume she wants to tough love me, or maybe she just wants to yell at me. I don't know. Elizabeth.
1 sec.
Lizzie.
Hold on, Merkface is doing something. See, Merkface got his.
You riled me up now.
He got his dick all swole because he thought he was going to yell at me.
Go.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Three Stooges. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, guys. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Thank you.
The only reason I was calling in because apparently I'm invested in your relationship. Correct me if I'm wrong. 8 people knew about what happened with the whole embarrassing you and she was drinking, right?
Yeah.
And then you had to tell the whole world and humiliate her, right?
Well, I mean, if it's the whole world, we'd be making a lot more money if it was the whole world.
Oh yeah, we'd have way bigger than just billboards that change after 5 seconds.
we told people who were able to catch 5 seconds of a digital billboard. No, I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Elizabeth. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to get. There was no other way. What was the other recourse of that? Just I said before, my instinct is to, like, if somebody makes me feel shitty, I want to make them feel shitty for a little bit.
Even Christine?
Yeah, especially Christine. You know what, Elizabeth? Let me say some. Let me explain my side of this in 1 second about what I'm saying, and to give it some perspective at all. And I'm saying this, by the way. I'm sure you're a beautiful girl. I'm not trying to trivialize you at all. Let's just say you're in that situation with there's you and your boyfriend or husband and a guy and a girl that he used to fuck in a room, and in a drunken situation, not just pointing out to everybody in the room and a bunch of strangers and whoever that, here's two girls that I fucked, but not only nothing positive about you, but instead just going like, oh man, like, and her tits were so much better than Elizabeth's, man, and it's just like, I used to have a really great time fucking her.
So you basically
that's kind of the only, like, there wasn't even like a drunken, like, positive, like, well, I'm with Jay now and that's great, and that was like a drunken hookup or anything. It was just like this love song about fucking. It was very weird.
But Jay, did you like I keep thinking of the scene. I keep thinking of the scene from Seinfeld where you're like, but what about the risotto? She's like, well, the risotto.
What about the risotto?
I was full after the risotto. Jay does that with Christine. What about the sex? I yada yada. I talked about you yada yada the sex.
Well, I want to Elizabeth. Do you understand that, Elizabeth? Does that put any perspective on it?
Here's the deal. She's off the reservation, right? I mean, you have arguments with your significant other, and things happen. You apologize, and you move on. The petty shit is really, you had her drive around the airport. Did that make you feel better? Did that make your penis bigger, or you feel less embarrassed about what happened when you were in front of? No, that was just shit.
I would make her drive around the country if it would make my dick bigger.
You'd make her run like Forrest Gump. Just keep running.
I would just have her marathon the country if it would just give a 3/4 of an inch to my dum dong.
She just keeps. When I was hungry, I ate. When I was tired, I slept. And when I thought about Jay's dick, well, I lied.
From that point on, anywhere I went, I was running.
Yeah, I'll say this, Elizabeth. I do agree with you. I see the pettiness in it, but also as a comedian, I see the hilariousness in it.
Yeah, honestly, God, on that thing, Elizabeth, really at the end of the day, it was like a pretty no harm, no. I mean, like, whatever. She circled the airport for a while. I mean, like, she made such a scene about, like, she doesn't seem to fuck up anything that would involve, she doesn't seem to miss alarms when she has to get up to do something that's important. I told her she didn't have to get me from the airport to begin with. And she made a whole thing like she was going to be there, so I didn't set up any other transportation to get out of there. And it was just fucking pretty shitty. I was on a crazy weekend of travel. Yeah. I really could have figured that out. So at the end of the day, it was a total under of an hour excursion, Elizabeth. I was, I knew she was going to find out that I wasn't there.
I'm assuming, right? You
Say again?
Never messed up with her.
With Christine?
I mean, we just all fucked up. My point is, you're being a little petty. Either get over what you said or don't.
Well,
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I just think she's cool. She's super nice to you. She obviously loves you. You obviously love her. We're having a therapy session here, and all I'm saying is, like, no more petty shit. Like, if I were her, I'd be rip shit at you.
Yeah. Well, hold on real quick, Elizabeth. Just
I dare her to be angry at me. I dare her to be angry at me.
Hold on a second, Elizabeth. Elizabeth saying very practical things. Yeah, welcome back to Relationship Therapy with Randy and Elizabeth. Teaching you how to deal with all your insecurities. I was going to say, it really is.
Therapy, macho man, couples therapy should be a real thing.
Welcome back to Couples Therapy with the macho man and Elizabeth. Now, Elizabeth only...
Write down all of your problems and put them in a bag and bury them in the backyard.
This right here is a punching pillow. Yeah, you're going to punch the pillow to get out all of your aggressions. Have you ever been reborn again? We're going to do the rebirthing process. Yeah, I think... I don't, but in Jay's defense, Elizabeth, especially with the travel thing, I don't think people realize when you're jumping around like that, you kind of get a little frayed and fucked up a little bit. And so the anger was probably a lot more than it would have just normally been had it been you went to a club for 3 days and flew home, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, I can't.
No, absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah, it was pretty nutty. And I said before, it's like she made such a stink that she was going to be there.
I mean,
when I was like, you don't have to be there, I said, I'll just take an Uber or whatever from the. She's like, no, I want to be there. She goes, we've had a rough week. I know I'm in the doghouse a little bit, and I fucked up. So it's kind of funny. It's like so much there for her to like to say. That's why I used the example I said before. My dad didn't see my daughter for her first 5 years of her life, and his first words to her, where he could have had that moment, was ironically was you must be little Elizabeth, and her name's Isabella. So you know what I mean? It's like that kind of thing where it's like, Jesus Christ, like you could have just showed up to the airport on time, and it all could have or at all,
yeah,
and it could have been just like, you know, we would, because by the way, we contacted all week, and I was, you know, I sent her like little clippets of stuff from like the Rock on the Range show. We weren't like at each other's throats or anything.
Yeah,
I was just kind of bumming about that whole thing fucking happened. There's no real recourse except for me to like tell the story and at least kind of put it out there, and that's therapeutic to me in that regard, you know.
Yeah, I totally.
She had that moment to kind of come through this morning, and she just fucking blew it big time.
Well, that's the whole thing, is that you were a little bummed about it, and the promise of picking you up at the airport, of doing a nice thing and falling through on that, almost. I see the frustration in like that was a double setup to fuck up.
Yeah.
To kind of, in a way, it was more of a letdown to recommend it like that, and then, but also to play devil's advocate and to play on Christine's side, it's like there's not a worse.
You do have a small dick, Jay.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. You call whatever you call that front pig's tail. Yeah. Just start trashing it.
I mean, but just play devil's advocate here. You do have a pretty small dick, Jay.
And, I mean, to play devil's advocate, the guy she fucked has a monster log. So no, but I'm saying, like, I've been in that wake up late and miss your alarm clock when you're supposed to be doing a favor, and that like panic that just doesn't go away. So that there is like a little bit of empathy as far as like waking up when you're trying to do a good deed and you're like, fuck.
Also, Elizabeth, do you when you get hammered, are you like a different person? Christine's not the only person I know in the world who gets like that, but I don't. I have low sympathy for that because I don't get like that. I don't become a different human being. Like, there's no level of drunk where I would completely like humiliate her like that in front of people. There's none. Like, where I would just do that like on a drunken, like out of nowhere, like there's no problem, and all of a sudden I just start like just dogging her out in front of a bunch of people. I would never get like that. It seemed like it was something very internal that was like brewing up, like some kind of anger at me or some kind of resentment or something that I couldn't guess what. But I mean, like, it was very out of nowhere attack where it was just like, thought we were having a great night. We went out to dinner before the show. We were having a great weekend. Like,
yeah,
so
it's just funny.
That's what I'm saying. So it's very like, there's that thing. Like, I don't have a lot of forgiveness in me for like I was drunk. Do you know what I mean? Because I've never been drunk and completely lost in my own self like that.
What'd you say, Elizabeth?
Again, Elizabeth? I'm sorry.
I said, aren't you friends with Soder? For Christ's sake. Soder used to get absolutely trashed.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this.
No, but Soder Soder was not Soder did not change his personality. He just made him like
way to try to
buoyant and happy.
Way to try
Soder
to pit
was
us
never
against each other, Elizabeth.
Soder would get hammered, but he never had to wake up the next morning and be like, "What did I say?
I would only say,
I do?"
You know what I would do? I would say just super nice things. I would get hammered and be like, "Yeah, I'll do your show at Bushwick at 5 p.m." And I'd wake up and be like, "Oh fuck."
Oh, dude, I'm that guy too. I gotta go. You know what? I probably don't say it enough, Mark Normand, but you are really one of the funniest guys working today.
I know we're
things
doing
like that, man, that get me.
I know we're doing a one-nighter together, but seriously, write down my social security. Write down my social security number. I want you to have my social. Elizabeth, I didn't change though. That's what Jay's talking about. I was just more of a slap happier version of myself because I've seen people change, and I've had ex-girlfriends who have done that. One of my ex-girlfriends from a long time ago, she was such a sweetheart, but she would get hammered and just would like start looking for fights.
Well, Nate Bargatze slowed down drinking because it would change his personality.
I love Red State Nate.
Red State Nate, yeah. But by the way, Red State Nate was funny, for sure. But I'm saying, like, at the point it was a very different human being than Nate Bargatze we know, sober during the day.
What if you found?
That's what I'm saying. I don't have like, and maybe it's because I don't have any sympathy for it because I don't have any I don't have any like basis of knowing what that's like. I couldn't understand why you can get that lost. I mean, I've been drunk enough to be like, passing out. And still in that passing out, I still haven't been the guy who's been like, you know what, man, Hitler actually had some pretty good ideas, and then like conk out.
Jay, you said some crazy shit last night right before you went to bed. Like what? Mostly that you were super down with female circumcision. It was kind of a weird thing. It's not really, but you know what's funny about that is it would be even better if you found some leather-bound Journal of Christine's that just had all your eyes cut out, the pictures of you, and like just have all this hate scroll, and you're like, hey, are you holding on to something you're not telling me about? She's like, no. I'm gonna have a couple drinks, then say some shit in front of some people.
But Elizabeth, to be fair, yeah, you're right. I have to get over it. But I think I deserve to do that on my timeline a little bit.
I agree. I just called in because I thought it was pretty hilarious that she fucked up, and like we're gonna hear about it on the show for like the next 2 months.
No. It's not going to be that. It won't be. It won't be interesting for 2 months.
Yeah, we got 19 minutes left on this pony. And one break.
Yeah, we're just trying to. Yeah, believe me, I don't want to bore everyone with. But I think what I love about doing radio, man, is you let people into your world a little bit. You know what I mean? And sure, after the show,
I'm invested.
Is Christine going to be upset? Is Carla going to come to take Dan off at the knees?
Yeah,
probably. She's closer to him. I'm across the country.
Yeah, she might Klebold and Harris me in the fucking hallways of fucking Sirius.
Just come through, just putting machine gun bullets in everyone.
Yeah, she fucking trenchcoat mafias our entire staff. Jacob's like, not me though, Carla. She's like,
do you know where Dan Soder is? Who's Dan Soder?
Yeah, she looks like the Terminator in Terminator 1 where he goes in the police office. He's just like,
I'll be back.
I'm looking for Dan Soder. Oh, he's in Studio 12. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I do more of, the guy from The Simpsons. Wolfgang.
Rainier Wolfcastle.
Yeah, Rainier Wolfcastle. Thank you, guys. That's why you're there. Jacob, do we have to do one more break? All right. Jacob, Jay, I think your physical presence in the studio stops Jacob from being as aggressive as he is. Because he's really...
Yeah. You're too Gumby-bodied. He's not afraid of you.
Yeah, he's like, I can get inside and just do some real damage. Jay, I'd have to pepper with outside shots until he got fatigued. He's like,
Jacob be biting my kneecaps while I powerbomb him.
Yeah, he would hope that you just get tired. He would rope-a-dope you. Me, he's willing to go. He's willing to go crisp. He knows that I know about his torso strength, his core strength.
He gets loud. He's like, I said break, assholes, 15 minutes ago.
Hey, big head, your special's over. Guess what? You named it right. You're not special. So go to break, you fucking waterhead.
Elizabeth, thanks for checking in. That's why I said I took your call. I don't want to ice anybody out of the conversation who takes Christine's side. I'm more than okay with that.
And remember, Elizabeth, I started hashtag Forgive Christine.
Yeah, he did. And don't hate me. I love you, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for calling.
All right, we'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
We all know sleep is important. You want to know how to make your sleep great? Come to a Sleep Number store, the only place you'll find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. And right now, you can save $500 in their Memorial Day special edition bed with Sleep IQ technology, so you have the knowledge to adjust for your best night's sleep. My sleep number setting, 75. You know it's a brick. I keep it hardcore. The Sleep Number bed lets me choose my ideal firmness and change it. And because it adjusts on each side, it's the perfect bed for arguing couples. When you add optional Sleep IQ technology, it tracks your sleep so you know how to adjust for your best night's sleep. Whether it's adjusting my Sleep Number setting, cutting back on caffeine, or exercising more, you know it's working because the Sleep IQ inside the bed tells you. Again, my Sleep Number setting, 75 hardcore. Hurry in now and save $500 on a Memorial Day special edition bed with Sleep IQ technology. You'll only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting at any of our 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure and tell them that Jay and Dan sent you.
And now back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
You do no wrong, Lou. I love this.
Oh, miss for DJ Lou.
I told him to play a different song, but then everything got caught up. I wanted to come back with Biggie. Hit it now. Play I Got a Story to Tell. Play it. Play the damn song, Lou! I just like doing that because Lou is unflappable.
Lou?
Who y'all talking to, man?
Do you know the guy? You know the Nick he's talking about is?
That's why I brought it up. It's fucking Anthony Mason.
Anthony Mason, dude.
One of them 6'5". Yeah.
He don't know I'm cool as a fan, got a hand.
I don't want to blast it, man, but I will.
I will though, because I'm ill though, even though conversation was ill, yo.
Even though the NyQuil got me kind of sleepy though, because I got a head cold.
I'm fucking with you.
I got that money and then 2 words. I'm gone. East Coast. It's East Coast. Hold on real quick. East Coast Rap Monday on the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson in Los Angeles. I'm Dan Soder. I'm in New York. What's up?
California Dream. And I just want to tell people, I feel bad the people on there hold here that are like, kind of like saying they're taking my side or whatever in this. I'm not taking those calls. Look, I'm not trying to get somebody to call. I think I'm setting up a situation for a guy to be like, your chick's a fucking bitch, bro. And I'm like, don't do that. It's my girlfriend still.
Or you keep going down this rabbit hole, guys, like, hey man, how you doing? I live in Oklahoma City and I take care of problems. So 10 grand.
Yeah.
10 grand.
You want her out?
You want her out? We do have a call that I really want to take though.
Yeah, our call. We 2 calls today. 2 ladies.
Michelle in California. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, Michelle.
I'm fantastic.
Great. You are so bubbly.
Yeah, really. I want to meet this girl. She sounds like a real person to drag you out of a funk.
Yeah. I feel like she's like a booster from a college that tries to get kids to play football there.
Things are going to be great when you get here.
Oh, you guys are going to learn so much and experience so much. You need to come to the University of Florida.
Because we have a great textile program.
Michelle, Jay earlier before the break said that that's part of radio, is bringing up your personal stuff and kind of letting people in.
I think it's part of a certain kind of radio. I think we're trying to connect. We're touring, traveling comedians. We connect with our fans. That's part of a big thing of it.
Absolutely, and we kind of like keeping it transparent.
And I'm kind of reacting to what Elizabeth said about how Christine might be mad about what you're saying on the radio, but pretty much your life is an open book when you are part of one half of a personality.
Yeah.
And you have to just suck it up and say, I mean, if you don't want something to be on the radio, you either have to say, don't put it on the radio, or just don't do it.
Now you're saying this why?
I'm saying this, my former relationship, I was married to a man who was a local radio personality in the town that I lived in. Everybody knew him. Because of that, everybody knew me. And so anytime you go out, you're always on because there's always fans.
Who were you? Can we guess who you were dating?
Was it Shadow Stevens?
What?
No. It was a Santa Barbara radio station. It was many years ago. But
Casey Kasem.
Did you fuck Dick Clark? Were you fucking Dick Clark back when he was doing that? Were you dating Bobcat and the Kid? Who were you dating? Was it the Frank show?
Were you getting spit roasted by Mark and Brian?
Yeah.
You're coming back to the only classic rock station in Santa Barbara. My bitch of a wife is sleeping at 6 a.m. And I'm in early today because she fought off another pillow attack while she was dead asleep. I tried putting her 6 feet in the ground. I want to take my son and dye my hair. Coming back, we're gonna get the lead out.
When we come back, we got mandatory Metallica coming at you.
Real first thing, though, I live with a bloodless ice monster.
Real quick, before we go into today's top 5, I would just like to say, you borrow my car, you bring it back with no gas, and it has 2 new scratches on it, you dumb whore. All I'm saying is, bring it back the way you found it.
64 degrees inland, around 55 on the coast, and I was letting you know that my wife has a gaping vagina. Vagina.
20-minute delays going into the tunnel, and we're getting ready to get the lead out with a little dazed and confused.
Yay!
Also, my wife's brother borrowed another $5,000 off me because she comes from a family of carnival people.
Shit. Well, looks like my mother-in-law's got to stay for another month because she's lonely and apparently gets sick when it's too cold where she lives.
Yeah. And it doesn't make me happy looking at what my wife's going to turn into in 10 years. So here's a little Zeppelin. I'm going to go have a drink. It's 7:15 in the morning.
Anyway, here comes a little Rob Thomas and Santana coming at you. My Harlem Senorita.
I'm fucking sweating.
Oh, dude, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, you know, Michelle, I have to say, and in fairness, I'd say if Christine said to me, and I'm not saying what I would do, ultimately for sure, but I mean, like, if she came at me with a really, like, could you please not talk about this on radio? I would consider not talking about it for sure. I probably would lean more towards not talking about it.
Yeah.
But I think if I got to compliment her at all during this time of not that psyched to compliment her, I will say, like, she kind of gets what I am and what I do. You know what I mean? Like, she definitely doesn't stifle that.
Yeah. I would say out of all the girlfriends I've seen,
Exactly.
Christine is fucking incredibly supportive.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be, like, super cool in order to be able to deal with the fact that you're with someone who's going to basically always be on. There's always going to be someone you're running into. There's always going to be someone listening to your conversations. It's just the way it is. And,
She's super supportive unless you're insecure. She's very supportive unless you're insecure about your dick or need a ride home from an airport. Outside of those two things, she is golden.
She's lock solid. Unless you have a weak spot or have a timed meetup.
Well, my goddamn brother-in-law borrowed another piece of lawn equipment I'm never going to see again. Anyway, this is... that's Santana with Rob Thomas. There's a combo no one was asking for. I'm just being bitter.
It's Friday at 8 in the morning. Here's a little Rob Thomas. I'm going to need it to get through my weekend where I'm going to see my loveless wife and her dumb family.
Looks like we're having another barbecue for a bunch of guys I got to call uncle that aren't my uncles.
Oh. She's a real cunt. It just melts down. Michelle.
I think
Yeah, go ahead.
super awesome. And it takes a lot of work to be in her position. However, please be careful not to humiliate you. I mean, come on. It's kind of simple.
You really, Michelle,
let's give credit. Let's give credit across the board, too. Let's keep in mind that Carl is an innocent victim who has to be talked about against her will all the time on the radio also.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I was. Everybody in that town knew my life. It was humiliating. So,
Well, now you can live a different life of having the voice of an animated squirrel.
Well, it's like they say sometimes it takes a village to teach one dumb chick to pick a guy up when she says she's going to pick him up.
Well, it looks like your lesson of loitering, your punishment of making her loiter. I don't know if it's stuck.
She goes, I think they're going to make me leave and not let me leave the car here in front of the airport. I go, you're fine.
Yeah, you know what you should do is scream Allah Akbar as you're walking away from the... You know what you should do? Plug your ears and wince as you walk away from the car.
Hey, ask the security guy if he's seen a package here.
Yeah, you should ask. See if there's any military there, and then ask them if they believe in Allah. If there is only one true Allah. I'm like, Jay, what happened to Christine? You're like, oh, she's gone for a while. I think she's in a secret prison in Kuala Lumpur.
Michelle, your voice just cheered up the whole show. Thank you so much for calling, sweetie.
What a ray of sunshine.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys. You guys are hilarious. I listen whenever my kids aren't in the car.
Oh, cool. Well,
that's fair. That's fair enough.
Tell your kids to stop being dorks and start listening to our radio show.
Grow up, nerds.
Yeah, 2 + 2 is 4, and 1 + U equals loser. Listen to our show. I'm just kidding.
We love you, Michelle. Thanks so much for calling.
Oh, Jay, what a fun cross-country show we had today.
So fun.
Good luck.
I'm so happy you are just a drive away from Carla's wrath.
Yeah,
There's no way she can get to me. I have a week at least to train.
I'm wearing the ghillie suit home, so she can't see me. She can't see my movements.
I'll tell you what. If she ever turns Isabella against me, that's one big bitch right there.
She's gonna throw hands.
That kid's gonna give you a run for the money. I tried to put her in a figure 4 leg lock. It's like goddamn trying to bend a tree.
For all tour dates, BigJComedy.com, DanSoder.com, at Big J Oakerson on Twitter, at Dan Soder on Twitter, also at The Bonfire, SXM on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. What's up with tickets for This Is Not Happening? Are they good on people for tomorrow?
I'm not sure. Christine will post something.
Yeah, Christine will post it.
She says she's going to. I don't know if she's
Maybe she'll make it a bigger post than normal.
This is the post. That post must be by that other guy. She's going to, she'll probably put a post up for the tickets to tomorrow night's taping, on the 7:30 taping for This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
Tonight, if you're in the LA area at the Lyric Theater on La Brea, I'm doing the goddamn comedy jam.
Fuck yes, go see that. It's one of the most fun shows in the world to watch. And then if you're in Winnipeg, Canada, I'm going to be at Rumors.
Canada.
This Thursday through Saturday. So come out to the show.
I'll also be at the Comedy Store and the Improv on Wednesday night, and the Comedy Store Thursday and Friday. So it's going to be just a kicking it week here. Yeah. But we'll be here talking to you again, motherfuckers, on Wednesday.
Yeah, another cross-country bonfire coming up on Wednesday. You guys have a good one. It's the Bonfire.
Love y'alls.
Bye.